All right, so I'm going to do a recap, go over my two trades for the day. I traded Pixie and UUU, and I'm red $206.67, which is negligible for me. It's a red day, which does make it my fifth red day in a row, but I'm not really, I'm not really worried about that. So this is my week. It's not been great. I started on Monday going red. Well, I went red on my first trade on Monday. And then, as you recall, I had that trade on LICN, which was a lighter volume stock. So I went red on that one. Tuesday was green on penny stocks, but was red on a higher price stock. Wednesday was also green on penny stocks. Um, no, I'm sorry. I was green on penny stocks on Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, I was red on a penny stock. And then Thursday, yesterday, I went red on. I can't even remember. Let's take a look. AM, right, right. The halt resumption. Yeah. So AM yesterday got me pretty good. I got a little stubborn on it, which didn't help. So yesterday we had this kind of round trip squeeze, and we've seen a couple of them this week where we've seen the stock squeeze up and halt up even, and then it dips. And on this one I thought it was going to rip, and then it did for a second. It dipped and popped up, and then it flushed hard. That happened on AMV, and it just happened again on UUU. On UUU, I waited on this. I thought, I was like, all right, I think this is going to do that round trip. So the high was 64, and I thought, okay, if it can break over 64, that would look good. And it did sell off here down to the 30s, and it came back up. So, for what it's worth, if this had broken through 55 and then 60, 64, we probably would have seen another 20-cent squeeze there, as some early shorts might have covered. But it didn't. There were enough shorts there, and it came right back down, all the way down. I did a dip trade. I got in at 295 when it flushed below 3. I was looking for the pop back up over 3. It went to a low of 268 actually. I added at 284, and it came back up here to a high of 294. My average was like 291. I got out some of it for profit at 292, and I was just like, you know what? This isn't getting back above 3. I think I got to just get out. And so I hit the bid. I guess it was on this candle here, and took a $200 loss, but 248, whatever. But anyways, I'm not really worried about that. It's not a big loss. It's just a little annoying, I suppose, that it's a fifth red day in a row. So, that's that. UUU, no interest in it. I saw yesterday some of you guys had some nice trades on LUNR. This one went from, $15 to over $50 a share. That's always nice to see. Of course, I missed it because the move was in the afternoon mostly. So no trades on that one for me, but good job for those that did catch it. Yeah, right now, this week is just like a loss. It's a write-off. The whole week is a bad week. I I'll probably do an episode later. Maybe I'll upload it tomorrow or something, where I'll talk a little bit about this red streak that I'm on. We'll make some observations about, where I kind of maybe went off the rails, where I could have maybe looked back and said, you should do this differently at that point. But I'll save that for its own episode, because that'll probably be something that folks will want to watch, months and years from now, because it'll be more on the topic of recovering from loss. Because this is, of course, part of trading. There is no such thing as a trader who doesn't have losses. Yeah, sometimes traders have 5 red days in a row. Sometimes traders just have one huge red day. Or sometimes it's, just red, green, but you're red on the month and it's a big red month. Loss happens. So the reason that I've been able to get to where I'm at here, which is over 12 million in gross profit, certainly there is something really important to my ability to recover from loss. both emotionally, but also certainly financially with the trades. So that'll be a topic for an upcoming episode. And really, there's not much else to cover today. It was two trades. Oh, I guess the trade on Pixie I didn't mention. Two stocks I traded. So Pixie, that one started to pop up, and I got in it at 944. It hit a high of 984. It then dipped back down, and I added on the dip. So you can see right here, it popped up. We then got this candle right here. I added down here. It popped back up to 75. I wasn't able to get profit on that, and it came back down. Bigger spreads made that one a harder one to trade. So I was only up $100. I did 1,000 shares. I was in and out. I was like, nah, I don't trust it. I got back in with 1,000, and so it was $108 on the first winner, and then a $60 loss on the second trade. So for sure, you can see I was trading much more moderately today with share size, being a bit more conservative. And I think that that's going to be my plan, at least until I've made back maybe half of what I lost this week. So I'm down like 22,000 this week. It's a big red week by a lot of standards. For me, it's actually not that bad. I can let's see, if I look at drawdowns just in the last like 3 years, so 2020, 3 years ago, in terms of my biggest drawdowns, let's see. I had a drawdown of $316,000. That was a big drawdown. That was in 2021. That was 2 years ago. Had a drawdown of $150,000 in 2021. I had a drawdown of $100,000 in 2022. And then for the rest of the year, my biggest drawdown was $36,000 in April. I had a drawdown of $16,000 in October, and I just broke that by being drawn down about $18,000 as of, let's see, must have been the other day. But I don't think, let's see, am I on gross profit? I'm on, yeah. So if you go to net, then you take off the commissions, and that's going to put me at 21,019. So about tied with the last drawdown that I had in October, 20,000. Which for me, so this is all about putting it in perspective. When I put it in perspective like this, it's like, oh, okay, you know what? That's actually not too bad of a drawdown. It's not great to have 5 red days in a row. It's super frustrating, but perspective is helpful. Now I'm able to do that. You might be someone who this is your drawdown right now. You're at the peak. You're as low as you've ever been. So tune in for that next episode that I'll upload, because I'm going to talk about how I recovered from this drawdown and from these other ones. All right, so that's it for me. I'm going to call it a day here. I just don't see any reason in overstaying my welcome. It's clearly not happening today. It wasn't happening really at all this week. So I'm just going to leave it alone and try again on Tuesday, because markets are closed on Monday. All right, so that's it for me. Good luck rest of the day, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday, and I'll upload some episodes over the weekend. All right, reminder as always, trading is risky. My results aren't typical, and there's no guarantee you'll find success. Whether you trade on your own, you'll learn from me, so take it slow.